Reggie, I get it. You got to do your job. Can't let the cat out the bag just yet. But we all know that there's going to be a Nintendo Pro of some kind coming. Maybe not this year, maybe not next year, but we know it's coming. How do I know? Well, so first, I will say that I don't think we are going to get a Switch Mini, because that's also the rumor that's been going around. I don't think we're going to get a Nintendo Switch Mini for one major reason, to be completely honest with you. And that reason is the Switch is selling great. And the 3DS has had a very, very long run. To be quite honest, we don't need it. The Nintendo Switch alone is a small enough handheld-like system where it can be replaced with the 3DS. I think Nintendo knew once the Nintendo Switch was here and got into the market and got into the customers' hands that there was going to be a slowdown in the 3DS, especially if you look at the graphical upgrade that you will be getting, the amount of things you're going to be able to do with the Switch compared to the 3DS. And let's just be honest, the 3DS is kind of outdated. It's been redesigned plenty of times, but overall, the actual software is pretty outdated. So once the Switch got here, it was really no need to keep trying to pump money and pump time and effort into the 3DS, since, like I said previously, it's had a long run and we don't really need it anymore. Nintendo has made their money off the Switch tenfold. The Nintendo Switch had a very long run. The PSP then came and went, and the 3DS was still going strong. Now, as far as there being a Nintendo Pro, that is definitely going to happen. And here's why. The Nintendo Wii U was a very, very poor seller. Let's just be honest. It was very poor. It came with a lot of promises. You know, remember those promises. It's going to be for the hardcore gamer. It's that was a laugh. It's going to have support from all software companies, which it didn't. So I think it's safe to say that they fell short on those promises. With the Switch, actually, they've been doing extremely well with those promises. We have plenty of multiplayer games that made it over to the Switch. We have Doom, Wolfenstein, we have Dragon Ball Z Fighters, we have Dark Souls, just to name a few. So the companies are on board with the Switch. The only way for the Switch to be able to keep this promise of games being on the Switch from other developers is they have to bump their hardware up, because if they don't, it's going to be very hard for them to keep that promise going forward. So it's obvious. They have no choice, really. But of course, you know, the good old folks at Nintendo, good old Reggie is going to tell you that, no, we don't have any plans of working on a new Switch. Of course they're going to tell you that. They still want you to buy the current Switch that they have now. They still have people that they have to keep happy as far as the shareholders of Nintendo. So they still need to make you believe as a customer that there's not going to be a change. But they don't have a choice. Not to mention that the only way to be in the 9th gen argument is to have 9th gen hardware. So I think this all goes without saying that we're going to get some kind of upgrade of the Switch. I don't know if it's going to be called Switch Pro. Nobody does. But it's going to happen. I mean, I guess that's the price they have to pay for, you know, coming out in a late cycle, because Nintendo Switch came out, I think now it's been 2 years. And we all know that the PS4 and the Xbox One has been out since, 13, 14, somewhere around there. Since they came out late cycle, they kind of have no choice but to bump up so they can keep staying competitive and keep being able to deliver that promise. So even though they're keeping it under wraps, even though they're telling you there's not going to be one, you best believe that they're definitely going to make a Switch Pro. So don't worry about that. That's absolutely coming. If you don't have a Switch, maybe save your money and wait for that. I don't know. But either way, we're getting one. So we're on to you, Reggie. We're on to you.